In this video, we will show you how to replace your front strut assembly. Let's get started. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. The first thing you need to do is safely raise and support the front of the vehicle so the wheels are off the ground. Once you've done that, continue on to removing your center cover with a small prying device. With that out of the way, continue on to your 5 21mm lug nuts. Remove all of those and then the wheel. With the wheel off of there, make your way to the back side of the caliper. On the back side, you'll find two 18mm headed bolts that hold the caliper bracket to the steering knuckle. Remove the pair. We'll leave this one in just a couple threads, fully remove the second. Inspect your hardware as you remove it. Replace it as necessary. Remove your caliper and set it aside, putting no pressure on your flex hose. Continue on to removing your brake rotor. Give that a quick inspection and set it aside. Now that we have that out of the way, let's continue on to our upper sway bar link nut. This will be easiest to remove if you heat it up a little bit. We'll use a 15mm. Now we can move along to our lower mounting nut. On this one, you can go ahead and use a little bit of heat as well to try to melt out the neoprene locker. Once you've done that, you can either try to hold onto the stud here with a 7mm wrench, or use some locking pliers and try to grab onto the stud along the other side of the sway bar itself. Once you've done that, continue on with a 15mm to remove this mounting nut. There's that. Remove your front sway bar link. With the sway bar link out of the way, we can continue on removing our upper ball joint nut. Use a 24mm to remove this. Now we can separate that a little bit. Before you continue separating this, make sure you follow the ABS wire along the upper control arm. You're going to find two mounting points for this. Go ahead and break those free. I'll use a small pocket screwdriver to separate this. Now that we have this disconnected from the control arm, we'll continue on down along to where it connects onto the knuckle. For this, we'll use some long nose pliers, grab onto the back side of this ear, and just carefully separate that. Once that's separated, make your way to the back side of the wheel bearing. There should be a rubber protective boot that covers this area. Go ahead and pull that aside. At that point, you can access the electrical connector. Along the top of the connector, there's a small tab. You can get underneath that and pull it up and away. Once you do, go ahead and disconnect it. Give it a check for corrosion and then set that aside. Now we can separate the upper ball joint from the knuckle. Now let's make our way to where the front strut meets to the lower control arm. You'll find on the forward side a 24mm nut. At this point, we're going to continue on by giving this a couple loving bonks to try to drive it out of the control arm. Now we can make our way up into the engine compartment. Let's continue on by removing each of our three 13mm headed nuts that hold the strut to the strut tower. Keep in mind, as you start removing your final 13mm nut, there's nothing else holding the strut in place. Now we can make our way back into the wheel well. Carefully grab onto your steering knuckle and the coil spring around your strut. We'll pull these down and then pull the strut towards the outer aspect of the vehicle. To start removing these, we'll use a 21mm socket to fully loosen the mounting nut. Now that we have both of those nuts nice and loose, we can lift up on the control arm to push it out of our way. We'll have to continue on by pulling down on the knuckle and lower control arm, pulling the top of the strut outward, and then lifting this up and out of the vehicle. To make it a little easier to pull out of here, use a long pry bar. Come along the top of your lower control arm and then underneath this mounting bolt right here. Once you've done that, you can carefully pull down on this and we can pull the strut out of position. There it is, friends. Okay, friends, let's get ready to install our brand new front strut assembly. Carefully slide that in place in the lower control arm. We can pull this down. Now let's get this aligned with the strut tower. We can start in those mounting studs, make our way up to the top to start on our mounting nuts. Now while I'm holding this up, I'll start on my mounting nuts up along the top. We can snug these later. Now we can continue on to our lower mounting bolt. You're going to have to align the hole for the strut with the hole through the control arm itself. Go ahead and wiggle that around and adjust things up and down as necessary. Once you have the bolt slid through, continue on by putting some upward pressure on your lower control arm. After that, install your mounting nut, snug it up, and then torque that to 173 foot-pounds. Remove your support. Using a pry bar to push the control arm down, let's tighten our ball joint nut. Let's torque this to 111 foot-pounds. We'll start with the longer stud up along the top. Slide that directly into the knuckle. You can start the mounting nut on at this point. With that started, continue on to the lower aspect. We'll press that right into the sway bar. Once we have that in there, we'll put the nut on as well. Now that we have both the nuts started, continue on by snugging up the lower one first. We'll use a 15mm to tighten the nut and a 7mm to hold the stud while we do so. Make sure that's nice and tight. Once that's tight, torque it to 41 foot-pounds. Now we can make our way up to the top nut, snug this, and then torque it to 46 foot-pounds. Torque this nut to 46 foot-pounds. Let's install our clips on the brand new upper control arm. Secure your ABS wire. Continue on by pressing this in. Reconnect your electrical connector on the backside of the wheel bearing. Press it in. When you feel a click, give it a tug to make sure it's secured. Apply some pressure underneath your lower control arm putting the suspension in ride height position. Now you can snug each side of the upper control arm bushing nuts. Once you have them snug, torque each to 111 foot-pounds. All right, let's clean up the backside of our brake rotor. Give it a quick inspection. The next thing you want to do is clean up the hub mating surface. Apply some copper anti-seize. Install one of your lug nuts to hold the rotor in place while you continue. Install your brake caliper. Once it's in place, continue on with your 2 mounting bolts. We'll start each of these in, bottom them out, and then torque them to 118 foot-pounds. Remove that lug nut, get ready to install your wheel. Put the wheel in place. Start on all 5 of your 21mm lug nuts and then bottom them out. With the wheel safely back down on the ground, torque these to 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. Reinstall your center cover. Now with the full weight of the vehicle back on the ground, make your way back into the engine compartment. It's time to start tightening the top mounting nuts. Once you have them snug, torque them to 22 foot-pounds. Now to be able to properly torque this, you're going to want to carefully remove the computer from this area. You don't need to unplug it in any way. You're going to find that you have one 8mm headed bolt. Let's remove that bolt. Quick inspection. Grab the computer and carefully set it aside. Now we can torque each of our mounting nuts to 22 foot-pounds. Slide your computer into place, reinstall your mounting bolt, and snug it up. Okay friends, we showed you how to install one side of your front strut assembly. The process will be the exact same thing for the other side of the vehicle, in exception of having to remove the computer to torque the top nuts. Aside from that, get yourself safely down to your local alignment shop. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.